Well, good morning from the ridge. Sorry, it's a working talkie, but we have been butchering and I've been processing, and I have 37 birds to process. I'm working my way through, and I'm on my own today because my handsome man is under the weather. I think he has a tooth infection, and because he'd gone to the dentist, had his teeth cleaned, and was having some issues with that, and so he's on antibiotics and down and out for the rest of the day. So Jenna Bug's in here with me. Say hi, Jenna.
Hi.
And as much as I would love to sit down and just have a chat, I can't. I gotta work. So please apologize. I'm apologizing for the kitchen. Words are hard. Because not only am I piecing out all the birds, I'm also making stock at the same time. So I will be taking care of making the broth and all that other good stuff. So, and jarring that up. And I am recording bits and pieces of all of this because our next video coming out will be, a full-on instructional of the butchering process. So basically from the chicken yard to the freezer, things I do, things like that, how I choose to process everything, and that'll give, maybe some ideas to other people. So basically that's kind of what we've been doing, is him trying to recover and me processing birds. So, but I thought, well, I'll get on here and say hi to all you fine people, and it'll be short. It's not going to be real long because I started piecing out yesterday, and I'm going to still be piecing out probably all day today. So, but I'm thinking that between all of these chickens and then the store I get my pork butts from has pork butts on sale again. So I'm gonna probably be running up to West Plains and getting that so I can, just didn't want to break at the right spot, so that I can get some sausage made. Because my goal is to get all of our meat taken care of for the year, or at least for the next 6 to 8 months. And that way, going into harvest season, I should be able to just concentrate on food preservation from the garden, and I won't have to worry about our meat source, because our freezers are getting full. I wish we could be doing our own hogs right now, but we don't even have time to do anything but just keep moving forward, because having the active homestead and everything. So and then I just realized that when I was looking at the camera, I actually thought I was on regular time, and I was actually on time lapse. So I'm gonna have to refilm some of those things, because I was showing how I make, as I'm processing these, I save myself a step for later, and I actually will vacuum seal it up for chicken tacos or things like that. I've done Italian, so now I need to go back through and redo that footage, but that'll come here. I haven't done any other filming this morning because I just got to work. I was up before dawn, and just got to work to try to get a full handle on getting these birds done. So, and like I say in the main video, I'm not pleased with the size of these birds. They really should have been bigger, but it is what it is. I could have easily let them go another 2 weeks probably, and I probably would have got a much bigger bird. But given our freezer space, I think these will be all right. But it's been really, really fun watching all the videos from the mountain lake Everybody all right in there?
Yep.
What'd you spill? Did it start tipping forward?
Yep.
Haha. Yeah, you gotta watch that. Jenna Bug's helping me by doing some laundry. So, but yeah, everyone's putting out just amazing videos from the Blue Mountain meetup. I don't think that we're gonna put out anything. We might put out some bonus footage. Excuse me. Because once the big channels put out all of their stuff, you know, you've seen it once, you've seen it a gazillion times, right? So I try to shoot and film and put things out kind of in my own watching habits, you know. Typically I'm the same way. Like, I only want to watch it once. I don't want to watch it, you know, because sometimes it's fun though to see everyone else's different takes on it and stuff. But Sid and Mike over at 3 Mississippi, they put a really good one out, and that was really super fun to watch. And of course, Tim at Ridge Life, he put out a really nice one too. So I'm loving trying to catch those. Sometimes when I'm sitting here just processing, I'll, you know, throw a video up or something or watch, because, you know, this can get monotonous if you're just sitting here cutting up meat. But what I'm doing right now is just piecing out these breasts and cubing them up kind of, and getting ready to make, probably this one's going to be another Italian, because I just got done doing a bunch of taco for chicken tacos. But what do you think, Jenna Bug?
I don't know. Can I start the dryer?
Yeah, that's fine. You ready to go to bed?
Yeah. Probably gonna wait till the dryer's done.
Ah, so awesome. Come on over here and you can help me bag up.
Oh.
Look at me, sis. Our beautiful people don't care if we look like we just crawled out of bed.
I care.
I know. I used to care more than I do now. Now you just get what you get because you can't throw a fit. And, of course, I'm really excited to be having lots of wings. So I'm trying to be cognitive when I'm cutting these up to make sure that I'm saving the maximum amount of meat on the wings. But because they're a smaller bird, I'm not really getting a good meaty wing. So I don't know. I really felt like a failure homesteader when we started butchering these, because I really thought they'd be a little bit bigger. And Missy and Eric and I and Jason sat, you know, trying to figure it out, because, you know, we bought them all at the same time. And they were literally the same age. So we were trying to find the common denominators and the non-common denominators that could be the difference for why theirs was so much bigger. And we do have a few ideas about it. Up north, I ran my chickens, and they kind of got that free range benefit too, right? So I'd move the pen, or the kids would move the pen. Remember that?
No.
No?
I don't have memory of that, to be honest.
Of any of the chicken butchering?
The only time that I actually remember was the time that the voice box was still.
Oh.
That's
because we had video of it, probably.
That is the only memory I have. I don't remember anything else about it. I was telling one of my coworkers a couple days ago, probably last week.
Yeah, but you gotta get up here and talk to the people. They can hear you, they can't see you.
That's fine. I was telling one of my coworkers that there's so many things of, like, my childhood that I know happened. I remember that they happened, but I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah. And that's, it breaks my heart, because, you know, she should have a lot of really, really great childhood memories. But from her injuries, you know, and the traumatic brain injury, you know, she lost a lot of those memories. So that kind of sucks. Because people wondering, like, can Jenna cook like Tara, you know? And she was always there helping me cook, but
I don't remember being there to help you cook.
right, she doesn't remember.
Like, nothing's up there anymore.
Yeah. And like when it first happened, you know, I was the only one that she knew. So at least there's that. It'd be like one of those, who are you? Yeah. So, but that mostly all came back on who people were. I don't think there was anybody that you didn't not remember eventually, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you wouldn't know.
I remember.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of the accident, that like numbness feeling from my nerves that I get in my hands and my feet.
Yeah.
I was getting that today, but right here in my back. And it would come and go and come and go and come and go.
Well, that could just be because you're on your feet, you know.
Well, it's only on the one side. It's not the middle, it's the one side of my back.
Right, but we can't blame everything on the accident.
Okay, well that is because that's nerves.
Well, it could be muscular.
No, it's nerves.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to do this last one.
I do know the difference between muscular and nerves.
Well, sorry, you're not going on gabapentin.
I didn't say I wanted to go on gabapentin.
Maybe I need to look up some organic alternatives for, you know, like nature's gabapentin or something like that. But as a nurse, that was one thing I'd never let her go on was gabapentin.
You wouldn't let me go on anything.
You're right. I wouldn't. I let you have pain meds for 5 days.
Mm-hmm. One day at work, I think it was last week. I kind of said a little bit loud that I've been on fentanyl before.
Oh, jeez.
And one of the QM ladies looked up all surprised, and I said it was prescribed. It was okay.
Yeah, there's that. But, yeah, so there's this, I don't know. I didn't want to create a narcotic dependent child that young at her age to give her that disadvantage going on further in life. So it was find non-pharmaceutical therapies and stuff to help with all that. But, you know, yesterday I processed all these birds. And of course, I always hurt myself at some point, you know. But I did not cut myself at all doing any of the birds yesterday. It wasn't until I went to go cut up my sourdough bread that I made yesterday while I was cutting it up and stuff. And oh, so good, but yeah, cut my finger. All right, I think we'll go with this last bird and that should call it good. But yeah, they're just not as big. So anyway, that's what we're doing. And then looking at the rain, we have storms today, storms tomorrow, and then
apparently the next day too.
Well, I think Friday is supposed to be fairly good.
Well, when I looked, what even is today? Is today Wednesday? Yeah, I looked on.
Is it?
I looked.
Yeah, something like that.
I looked on the weather app before I left the parking lot at work, and it said rain today, tomorrow, Friday. Tomorrow and Friday is only 55% though.
Yeah, so, but once we don't have the rain, oh, I forgot to do the wings. Once we don't have the rain, we are getting back on the YouTube studio. We tossed around, I know we all talked about it here too, about, you know, do we bust into the garage build or what? And we were all on board to do that, and then the more we thought about it, like all the lumber we have cut is for the YouTube studio, and it's over at the build site for the YouTube studio. So we would just be having to haul all this lumber and restack all the lumber, and we just need to finish what we started. So as much as we would love to start the garage build, and it makes sense, we're gonna go ahead and finish the YouTube studio. And coming home from the meetup is just more reason why we need to get the YouTube studio done, because we have so much stuff. merch from other people, just, oh gosh, tons of stuff that we really, really, really just need that extra space. We are so loaded down in the tiny house right now that there's just no way we have enough room for everything. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit it hard. We have to. I hate that, your views mostly depend on kind of like what you're building and that kind of stuff, but we need to, not just for that, but we just need to. Space is at a premium for everything all the way around. There's not one thing that's any more important than the other when it comes to space. We got some major changes coming up, and so we've got to prepare for those. I can't release too many of the details on that yet. Forgot the other week. But there's two ways that I do butcher or process the chickens. Depends on if I'm keeping the breast or not. So that's why I'm not doing my little flip over trick. But so we'll be getting back on it. We really need to, and get that studio up and running. So that's going to be a really huge thing that we're going to get started on, or get back to work on and get that done. And then of course y'all saw the garden from the live the other day, and I think we'll be at home for quite a few weeks, unless pending anything else happening. So we should be able to get a lot done. I'm looking forward to it. And it just kind of sucks when Jason's down, and he's not feeling well, because y'all know we don't work as well separately as we do as a team. So hopefully those antibiotics will kick in. The dentist said that we're going to kind of just watch and see whether or not Jason has to go back in. And he is not feeling well, guys. Like, that man doesn't miss Sergeant's talk for nothing. And yeah, last night Big Mike had to do Sergeant's talk on his own because Jason was that down and out. He had helped Tilted K, which I ain't gonna talk about yet because I don't know how much we spilled. I don't know, but that's Eric's beans to spill. But he was helping Tilted K, and yeah, he was having a rough time of it. So I called the dentist, and since he was just in and they noted some things on his x-rays and stuff, they pretty much had a good idea of what they felt was going on. So they were going to try to treat it with antibiotic and kind of go from there. So that's hoping that all kind of works its way out. And they started him off with a pretty high antibiotic, and even 4 of them at that, just to get things under control. So he's upstairs back asleep, resting, and I imagine the running and everything we've been doing probably, that's going to take a toll on everyone's immune systems too. So I imagine that's a thing. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm also saving all my carcasses, because of course I got the lettuce and celery and all that other good stuff to make into stock. It's just a busy day here on the homestead. But anyway, guys, I'm going to keep this short. I don't really have a lot to talk about because this is pretty much what I've done for 2 days. I just wanted to pop in, say hello, ask for prayers for Jason, and kind of give you an update on what our plans are for this week. And we appreciate you guys, and we love you guys, and we're going to call this. Jenna, you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
All right. Peace out from the ridge, guys. God, wash